something about the moon falling out of the orbit of the Earth. And I was like, where's the moon going? Where, where's it going? And I got Venus. So what does that mean? What does it mean for the moon to be going to Venus? Venus stealing our moon. So the moon and Venus already have a lot in common. They're both the feminine, right? But it's almost like it's saying, it's not that. First of all, this is not literal. I'm not predicting that the moon is going to fall out of orbit because that would be horrifying. Actually, it's one of the fears from my childhood that the Earth would, the opposite, would crash into the Earth. I was so afraid of that. But um, no, it's not going to happen really. But it's like your creation. It's like it's like love. Destiny, I'm hearing. Something about destiny, about love. It requires your intuition and it requires you to give it up. Give up the physical. Not, again, not literally, but you need to give up the physical in order to find the love that's coming to you. And I really, that could mean so many things to so many people. I'm getting a lot of chills here. So this definitely has a meaning, and it's they're saying that you need to take note of this because it's going to make sense to you later. But I see, I took a picture of this because it was earlier this afternoon that I did this. But yeah, we have the nine of inspiration, and it's got these two statues, and then on one side is the Six of Pentacles, and on the other side is the Empress, and over the Empress is the world, and over the Six of Pentacles is the moon. It's like maybe it's not Venus stealing the moon, but the Earth is generously giving Venus the moon, and in so doing is also giving it life, is filling it with life. And when I was doing this reading, I was listening to a song, and this song, it makes me feel like, so this is definitely something that some people here are experiencing. That So the song is by this guy named Blanco, and he is an Italian guy, but it's all got this quality to it of youth, but also of deep loss. Even though it's generally happy music, but it's definitely got a sense of deep loss and kind of nostalgia. And one of his songs is called David, and it's about his brother who passed away. And he's sitting there and he's saying, like, I'm alone now. I'm alone now. I will take care of you. Like, he's like begging him, like, his present self is going back into the past, and he's begging him to to not leave, because if he doesn't, then he promises he will take care of him. And it's this desperation, it's this yearning to change something in the past that we cannot change. And the Empress in the world is this knowing that this love that you lost, or this it's not just love for somebody else, but it's your heart that was closed by people, by the world, by your experiences. But it could also be a loss of a loved one or a loss of a relationship. But I get this sense of desperation, not in a negative way, but like, how I'm holding my heart here is just like, please, I will do anything. Just, I will take care of you. I will take care of you. And I just feel like that's what the Earth is doing by giving the moon here to Venus, bringing that intuition, bringing that water, bringing that emotion to Venus, and really making Venus whole, and allowing that love to be guided by the intuition. Because what your intuition is, what your love, what your heart is lacking here is the intuitive knowing that it is not lost, that it can never be lost, that that person is still there, that relationship is always going to be a part of you, that everything, every love that you've lost in your life, it's not that it's going to come back necessarily, but it's always going to be there. And it's always going to be love. It doesn't have to be a pain. I mean, there will be pain, but I'm saying the love itself is not the pain. And that's what it is. Spirit wants us to know that the love itself is not the pain. The love itself is the joy. Is I'm seeing flowers blooming. I'm seeing the spring. It is life. The love is life. And as long as that life blood is running through you, that love is still alive. Even if this person is still alive but just isn't present with you anymore, that love that you had in the past never dies. Time is not linear. That love still exists and it always will. There's nothing we can take that back. There's no way we can take that back. And if there's a love that you wish you could take back, Spirit is asking you, try to separate that love from the pain, because they are not the same. The pain is caused by the love lost, but the love itself is not pain. Because Spirit does not want you to be afraid, with the Moon card, does not want you to be afraid of love in the future, because there is something so beautiful coming towards you. And it might not be now or next month, but Spirit is promising you here right now that love is coming to you in various ways, from just of yourself, which is the most important love that we can offer, but also of another romantically, and of friends, of family. All of this love exists within us no matter when it occurs. And in our linear future, love is coming back to you. It will come back. Te prendo cura di te. I will take care of you. That's what Spirit's saying. I will take care of you. You don't have to beg anymore, because there is nothing we can do to change the past. And it is so honorable and so sweet of you to want to just to love so much, to love so big, that you would traverse time to change something, to make a promise that you wish you had made before. But you still have that opportunity. You're going to have the opportunity to take care of someone, and they are going to have the opportunity, the great joy and privilege of taking care of you as well. What else do we have? I'm hearing lifeblood again. The Four of Wands. Square. Something is holding, something will hold you in, something will tide you over. There's joy, there's love here right now that can tide you over in a way. And they're saying it doesn't have to just be tied over, but if that's the best you can do right now, that's the best you can do, and that's okay. But find it in the now. Find it where you are. Find it between your four walls now. There is love somewhere, just a few feet away from you. There's love everywhere, But there is a way to tap into that love just a few feet away from you. There's a picture, there is a song, there is something that you've created, maybe. I'm getting apples. Maybe somebody was a teacher. I'm getting a mother that was a teacher. Grapes. It reminds me of my dad who grew grapes in the yard, who passed away many years ago. He used to grow wine grapes in the yard, and I always really wanted those grapes to taste good, and they just didn't. So we have the star. I can't show it all. Oops. um, Purity. I keep hearing purity. There's such a purity to your love. There's such a purity to your heart. Not everybody has that. That is something special to you. That is something that is very special to you, in fact, because you don't discriminate. Like you, what I mean is, when it comes to who you love, you do so passionately. You do so, you thrive within it, and you nourish it so beautifully. You will water that flower every day. You are going to make sure that it has everything it needs, and that isn't, it's never a burden to you. It never feels like a burden. And that's not how everybody is. Sometimes they do feel burdened with love. Not you. And that's why Spirit is saying, never give up on this. Never. Because it is coming back around. And it will never be the same person or the same energy again, of course, but it will fill your heart, and it will heal your heart. And I'm hearing, yes, your heart needs to be healed. You do have to do some healing with your heart. Take some time with your heart. Take some time in meditation. Meditation doesn't just have to be mindfulness. In fact, it shouldn't be. That's great, but spending time just being aware of your heart space and calling in your guides and asking them to work on it and help you open it again and help you be open to this love again. Because when it comes, you don't want to miss it. And Spirit's saying you're not going to miss it, but the sooner that these wounds are not dealt with, that's not the words I want to use, the sooner that these wounds are embraced and cradled and given the attention that they have needed for a long time, the sooner this love is going to start trickling in. And that's what it is. It's like it's going to start coming in little by little. So you're going to know when, you're going to know before the love comes in, before the big one comes in, because there's going to be a big one with the star here. I mean, just a love you never imagined possible is coming in. And when these scars are closed up, and when your heart has been turned back from inside out and has taken down its shields. That was Alexa. That was a little scary. As soon as it's taken down its shields, that's when the love can come in. That really scared me, actually. I feel a little bit freaked out by that because I don't know how it even heard me. It's in my bathroom. Two of Cups. So the Lovers is love as well, but it's too intense. It's a love that's not lasting. It burns away. It is harmony as well, but The Two of Cups is the, the kind of love that endures. It is healthy love. It is love of two people who love themselves, and from that, they love each other, whose hearts are pure and who take care of each other. And yes, it is okay to take care of other people. Yes, it is. I know some people think that that's wrong somehow, but that is the sickness of hyper independence coming out from our society. No other time in history has it ever been somehow wrong to take care of other people. I digress. Any other messages for the collective spirit, please? Oh my gosh, it's coming in quick. So I was saying that it might not be coming in as quick as you would want, but for some of you, it is coming in quick. But this can also be catching feelings. So maybe don't don't be afraid to catch feelings, and also don't attach too hard on them. Sometimes this could be limerence. So look up limerence, and I talk about how to deal with that in my last video, I think, or the video before that. You should watch them all. But yeah, I do feel like maybe there was a tendency to limerence here because of how your heart was treated, or how you had experienced such deep, profound losses. And you know, the eights are movement, and so are the wands. So there's extra movement. There's spirit is putting things in motion right as we speak, like things are happening that you can't see, not just like in spirit, but like physical things are happening. People are going places, things are being moved around right now that are going to lead up to this love coming into your life. There's going to be some times where you think maybe this is it, but if you follow your heart and not your mind, you're going to know when it's not it. And it's not going to break your heart because you're going to have worked on your heart. You're not going to fall out of orbit. And it makes me think of the song by Neo called Orbit. It goes, I think, oh gosh, I used to know this song by heart. I think it says, he releases me from orbit, still I find myself, still I find my way to gravitate to you. So you will always gravitate to the love that is beckoning. Always. You will not be able to miss this person unless you just hide up in your room forever. You cannot miss this person. They are going to be hiding in the dark, and you will still see them. They could be in pitch black dark, and you could still see them. You could still feel them. They will be there, and it will be so unmistakable. And there will be fear to give your heart to this person. But you will know that you have to stand your ground here. That you must persist. You will know this in your heart. The fear will try to get you away from that. But you will know in your heart that you need to persist, and that's what you're going to do. I don't know. This was kind of bubbling up all day, and then I read a page about the magician card, about how he's holding up one wand to the sky and one wand to the ground. And if he didn't hold the wand to the ground, and it was just bringing down the energy from the sky, that it would be held in his body, and it would cause psychosis, it would cause anxiety, it would cause a lot of things, that everything, that we are conduits, that we need to ground all the energy that we bring in, or it causes problems for us, that we must be the conduit. Um, so be that conduit for love. Be the conduit for love. Let it come into you energetically, and then let it ground as this person, or and as this career, and as the person you see in the mirror, and as your hobby, your creativity, all of it. Let it ground. And a lot of the things that you are dealing with now will no longer be an issue. Ground all of that suffering, put it into physical form. Ground all of that love, and it will come to you. And quickly, apparently. Quicker than I was expecting. Don't let yourself be deluded by past trauma, by these losses that you've experienced. Don't let yourself be stuck in those losses. Always remember them. Always keep that love that you've had for them. Never let that go. You can't, but never try. It will not work, but it will scar you more. You have to keep the love. You have to. And it won't always hurt like it does now. But the universe has a gift for you. I can't wait. I can't wait for us to see it.